Hello everyone, Mike here again, and yep, I've already got another video out. And of course you're thinking, it's just another crappy vlog. But yes, last season you might remember I posted that thing about the Patrick Rothfuss books that I read. And since I got such a great and fantastic response from that, I thought I'd do another reading thing. And the next book that I actually want to read, which was actually, I think I told you about this, Game of Thrones, because I think I will I'm probably going to be reading this, doing a series of vlogs just at various points of the book, and probably follow it up with the other Song of Ice and Fire books as soon as I get them. And yeah, and eventually I'll probably be doing a vlog about the series because I'm very funny that way. I want to read the books first before I get anywhere near the series, because I've still never seen the series. I've still never read the books. I actually made an attempt, actually it was like a couple of years ago, to read the books, and it just, I don't know why it didn't happen, but it didn't happen. Anyway, I am going to try to actually, I guess, make this a series, and going to decide what I'm going to read after this. Oops, what the hell? We'll decide what I'm going to read after this, and that's where you, the viewer, come in. Because I've got like a big stack of books. Well, it's not that, well actually it is kind of big, because some of these are pretty thick books. I have a stack of books here, and you will decide which will be the next one after Game of Thrones that I'm going to read. And what have we... Oops. We have my bookmark. That's where that went. It's my... my Legend Stamps bookmark, which unfortunately is kind of broken and tattered, but I love this bookmark. I've been using it for years and years, and I don't want to stop anytime soon. But the first book here is The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. Yeah, I got all these recommendations from the same website, the same one that I got the Patrick Rothfuss recommendation from, so all these are probably sort of in my aura of taste as far as literature goes. And what's up next is, get the damn receipt out of there. Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. Al Badger apparently doesn't recommend this book, but I'm still interested in it. It sounds interesting. It sounds like it's up my street. What else have we here? Gardens of the Moon by Stephen Erickson. He has like 1,000 of these books. This seems kind of daunting to me, actually. But this is actually one of the thinner ones, and of course there's the used sticker, because I'm a cheapskate. Just outing myself about it. And there's another used sticker on the back. What have we here? We have Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, who, which makes me think of, oh, what's the Wheel of Time guy? Robert Jordan. I made a sort of, stunted attempt at those books. I read The Eye of the World through, like, cover to cover, and I was thinking, this is basically Lord of the Rings with a female Gandalf. And, I don't know. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't... I didn't see anything in it that made me really want to continue the series, but this, I actually heard... this is kind of cruel, but I heard that the the Wheel of Time books that Brandon Sanderson Ghost wrote were actually better than Jordan's last few books in that series, but I'm just going by secondhand information here. And last, but certainly least, Dragon Wing by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman, who are of course the Dragonlance people. And like I read the first Dragonlance trilogy, and I said, well, I don't ever have to do that again. It was just like you could hear the rattle of 20-sided die in your head as you turned the page. But actually, I heard that this is good for them. So I don't know. We'll see. So that's it. Those are your, hang on. Those are your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. I was going to say 6, but Game of Thrones is pretty much a done deal at this point. So that's it. Now, and of course, I remember it was in November after I told Al that about these books, the Rothfuss books. He said, "Oh, the third one's already coming up," and I looked it up and I said, "Oh my God, he does have another book," and it's not the third in the series. It's like something else. I may read that one too. It's pretty short, but I kind of wanted to wait until it came out in paperback because I'm cheap. I think we've established that already. Anyway, that is your task. Decide for me what I'm going to be reading next. Because I'm here in the middle of the park, in the middle of nowhere, with no TV and no internet, and no telephone, so I have books. I have books!